hope you're all okay. We are just going to give this a couple of minutes, well, not even that really, a couple of seconds, just to see everything's going okay. I'm going to flip this up. There we go.
Hopefully we'll get some
viewers. So we're currently live streaming onto the Purple Frogs Facebook page and the Naturally Social Facebook page. So good evening to my community. How are you all? And hello to everybody on Leanne's page as well at Purple Frogs. Go for it, Leanne. I'm just taking over there.
That's all right. So some of you may remember that in September, maybe August, I can't remember now, me and Natalie went live for World Entrepreneurs Day. And we enjoyed it so much.
We did.
That we are planning to do a monthly live together in collaboration. And we're hoping that you guys will get involved as well. So we'd really like it if local business owners or entrepreneurs in the area will get in touch with us. And be part of our panel.
Yes, so I'm going to say hello. We've got a couple of people watching over on the Naturally Social page. Can you give us a thumbs up if you can hear us and see us all okay? That would be, or see us both okay, that would be amazing. You are joining me with Leanne this evening. We've had a big announcement, as Leanne was just saying. We went live on World Entrepreneurs Day, loved it that much. Actually, we kind of came up with a little partnership collaboration idea that actually we think there's a definite need for perhaps some like panel based content that we are really passionate about, all about business ownership, running a business.
Hi Sarah.
Thanks for watching. And entrepreneurship, and it kind of progressed from there when we got chatting that we could potentially turn this into a panel-led Facebook Live. So the idea is going to be, and it's not today, we thought we'd just brief you all and get you all buzzed up and interested. The idea is that each month we'll do a live on a Wednesday evening where we'll bring a either a business owner or an entrepreneur onto the show and we'll interview them. So there'll be a few questions and we'll basically be talking about what it's like to be in business in 2018, what it's like to run a business, any advice, tips, that sort of thing. Just to kind of really move the conversation around or further on about what it's like to be in business. And we also had a really good idea that we would also talk about something that's been in the news. Because I think it's really important that we talk about news. And how we kind of consume that these days a lot through social and through digital, and it'd be really interesting to get other people's perspectives and thoughts and ideas on what's happening now. And because obviously it's moi and it's all social media driven over at my company, we're also going to have a standing item where we look at something that's been trending on social this week or this day or that month, something that sort of sticks out for us. So I hope that sounds really good. And as Leanne was saying, there's a couple of things that we're looking for. One, people who want to join us. So if you want to be on a panel, then do get in touch. You can PM Leanne's page, PM my page, so we can get a good healthy list of people who would like to come on. We didn't say that the idea is this isn't going to be always filmed or recorded in the office.
No, this is the exciting part. Because we're going to do it in the evening, for me and Natalie at least, evenings mean wine.
Yes.
So we are planning to find a nice little fireplace somewhere with a glass or two of wine, or maybe whiskey for me. And we're gonna make it as informal as possible, because one thing that I've noticed is sometimes these things can be a bit stuffy when they're about business, and as far as young people are concerned, that's not the way business is going anymore. So the idea behind what we're doing was slightly inspired by Loose Women, I would say.
Yeah, it's got a Loose Women feel to it. So yeah, you know, I had a discussion, like, you can do business however you want to do business these days, and you don't have to follow sort of set rules. Absolutely. And, you know, corporate guidelines and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of people valued our chat a couple of months ago about the kind of advice for running a business and how that all operates and how you grow and scale and how you even get started. So there's going to be an element of asking you guys to give us questions as well, and if you want some advice, whether it be social media related or business or running a business in management positions, then we would love to help you guys and answer those questions for you. But you know, there is no rule to say that we have to do Facebook Lives in the office, or even 9 to 5. So we decided that we would take ourselves into a place that we feel really comfortable, which is a pub, and we'd kind of have a glass of wine and just chat through, enjoy ourselves and chat through business, problems, give advice, answer questions, and as I said, talk through a couple of topical matters.
Can I just interrupt you? Sarah Anderson has popped up on the Purple Frogs page. Yeah. Sarah does my nails for me, and
hi, Sarah.
Is a fabulous local business person. She's based in Westbury. Her business is called Candy Nails. Cool. And Sarah says that she would like to be involved.
Ah, lovely job.
And I'm pretty sure Sarah likes wine, so...
Well, great. Then in that case, you're in. Yeah. Sarah, thank you. That'd be amazing. We'll take your details. And if anybody else, men and women, by the way, men and women are more than welcome to join us. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur or a business owner necessarily, but if you're in kind of high level management, Sarah says cider. Cider's good too. But yeah, you know, let us know if you want to get involved with those kind of business discussions and perhaps share some top tips and advice. With the community. We really want to give something back to the community. So hopefully that point's come across and you guys get it and you're excited by it. The next one will obviously be in November. Yeah. In November.
We will post the date in the comments after we've finished here today.
Yep. But go on.
I was going to say, we thought we would basically give you a little bit of a taster today of the type of things that we'll be talking about. So I believe you found something in the news.
I did, yeah. So if you only just joined us, we said that each live will feature 2 discussion points for everybody to kind of have that panel talk about. One would be an item in the news and one would be something that was trending. So for me, I've brought forward this recent article or recent conversation that's been happening a lot on social media and in the news about the new health secretary wanting to create guidance and rules for young people using and how they use social media. So creating a guide or defining when children should and shouldn't be on their mobile phones and using social media. Now, this obviously stems off the back of there's always a lot of press around, is social media good for mental health and health in general? And I'm not denying that there will be some wellbeing issues associated, or can be some wellbeing issues associated with excess use of digital technology. But I think the negative side gets much more light in the press than actually the social good that technology and social media has. And I'll share the links to the articles on both the pages, but actually one of the articles I read today really highlights that there isn't that much evidence, scientific evidence, that says too much screen time is bad for your health. So what do you reckon about that?
I think that's really interesting, and I'm actually quite pleased to hear it, because I think, you know, for a lot of kids, and I think when I was growing up I felt a little bit isolated sometimes, and I think social media, if used appropriately, I think social media can give young people a much wider view of the world, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
I think like you said, it can be a positive thing if used correctly or appropriately. I think it's
about education. It's about educating young people, like what's the best way or the most conscientious way to engage with stuff online, and how to use profiles, and what it means to have a public profile on Instagram, and why you shouldn't add every single friend who requests you. You know, there is some education around it, but actually, you know, creating a law or stipulations that you kind of here's a guide to parents and teachers as to this is what kids should and shouldn't do. I just don't think that's the right way to go about it. I don't think that's going to help. I don't think it's going to stop anything.
I don't think it's, no.
I think children will always, and young people will always find a way around it. In fact, I think they tried this in, I want to say China, but that could potentially be wrong, but there is a country that has trialled a ban of social media or watching videos between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. or something like that, or 11 or something ridiculous. There was like a curfew of using.
They police that?
Yeah, one, how do you police that? And two, actually, all that happened was young people found a way around it by using other people's details to get over the whole age stipulation. So, you know, there's no way it's an enforceable thing. And actually, why don't we concentrate on education and trying to get kids more involved, actually understand why children are using social media. They've grown up on social media, so it has a massive impact on their lives. And you know, as long as you make sure it's being used appropriately, it's just not something that I think is right to just suddenly take away, and for somebody else who hasn't grown up on social media to dictate how other people should be using it.
Absolutely. And I think if a law like that did come into place, how many people would that completely isolate?
Yeah.
And that goes against what they're trying to achieve, because if people feel isolated, that's when mental health can really start to suffer. So
yeah, absolutely. And so there's some really interesting statistics that actually said that no digital time or no screen time was much more harmful than hang on, what was I saying? No screen time at all was more harmful than having some screen time. And actually young people are learning more through the use of digital technology. So I really think it's about education, and having, again, somebody in government saying that we need adults or people in their 50s, 60s need to create some sort of law that says that how people should use it. I just don't think it's right.
Yeah. Natalie for Prime Minister, obviously. Boop, boop. Speaking of the Prime Minister...
Oh yes, good link! That was a really good link! Go on, this is your trend on social.
This is my trend on social. This made me chuckle quite a bit today. If you've been on social media at all today, you probably will have already seen it. Theresa May having a little boogie to Dancing Queen. Who hasn't been there?
Is it something like
That's
that?
What it looked like, yeah. But I did have a laugh. I did enjoy it. But what I wanted to talk about, as far as this was concerned, was a few weeks ago, I think it was. Theresa May was out in Africa, and she had a little dance with some of the kids out there.
Yeah.
And the press pulled her apart for it. I mean, her dancing skills. She wasn't Darcy Bustle, shall we say?
Well, who is?
I am.
Okay, well, I am.
Yeah, they weren't great, but the fact that she was getting involved, she showed an element of a human side that we don't necessarily see all that often from Theresa May. And I don't want to get into a political discussion. I'm not saying where I sit politically, but I actually respect her for being able to laugh at herself, and her little performance.
Absolutely.
I think it was yesterday. Her performance yesterday.
It's at the Conservative conference, wasn't it? And do you know what? Like, have fun. She's still a person. She's still human and female. And just because she's in that position of power, I think it's a little unfair to give her that stick.
Yeah, and you know,
she can't win, can she? Because actually, if she'd walked on there, you know, having not moved and not smiled and not had a little bit of a boogie,
and more to the point, if she'd have gone to an African community with all of these vibrant children that were clearly having a good time and just stood there
overseeing,
that would have been far worse. So good on you, Theresa May.
Yeah, we salute you, and we'll do a little bit of Dancing Queen. Or maybe if we edited this out, we could put in the music for her.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
We do have a few hellos. Andrea, who is one of my frogs, says hello. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Hope you're still there.
And we've got a few people. I'm just going to have to reach forward. Sorry, because you're going to see my finger go into the camera now. My apologies. But Maggie is watching. Thank you, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
And I can see you have said that your son made friends all over the world by using social media. As his horizons were opened up so much. That's amazing. See, it's such a great example.
I can totally relate to that.
Yeah, and Lauren said she loved watching that. Her ability to have a laugh at her own expense is great. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Keep boogieing, Teresa,
keep boogieing, Teresa. Okay, cool. So if there's anything you guys have seen if there's anything you've seen that's been trending on social media this week, then let us know in the comments and we can continue this conversation afterwards. I hope you've enjoyed that little snippet about what we're going to be doing. Hi Donna, I've got another watcher on actually. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, hopefully you've got a good snippet in terms of where we want to be taking.
You need to put your teeth back in.
I know. Long day. I hope you enjoyed the snippet of where we will be taking our Facebook Live partnership. We're going to be doing this every month. It's going to be panel-esque for those who are just joining. And we're going to be having a third person with us. So it's going to build into a much more discussion, panel-led chat where we'll be interviewing business owners, entrepreneurs, management, employees about the kind of way we do business in 2018, challenges we face, issues we have. There'll be opportunity for you guys to submit questions that we can answer up front in advance. That's absolutely cool. And then we'll be having two open discussion points at the end. One on something that's been in the news and one on something that's been trending on socials.
And it's a really good way for you to plug your businesses as well. So if you would like to be involved with us, obviously we'll give you plenty of opportunity to do that.
Exactly. Or if you've got a message to share that you're really passionate about, we'd love to hear from you as well, because topic-led debates would be definitely up there for interest in what we'd like to do.
We're going to be like Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Who's going to be who?
I think I'm Susanna Reid.
I think I'm Susanna Reid. We'll have that debate.
We'll just both be Susanna Reid.
Let's have that debate off air. Cool. Well, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful evening, and stay tuned for the date of the next live, and we will talk to you all very soon.
Yay!
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.